Good morning, friends. Welcome back to my channel, New Horizon with Einstein, where you can learn everything. So, today is 26th of July 2017, and we are going to discuss about the daily AI news analysis, which is especially for UPSC, SSC, Bank PO, all state PSC, as well as all government exams for 2017 as well as 2018, presented by Vishwesh Kumar Yadav. I am from electrical and electronics background. So, let us discuss the first national news. National Security Advisor Ajit Doval will visit China tomorrow to attend BRICS meeting in Beijing. The two-day visit comes in backdrop of ongoing standoff between India and China in the Doklam region. India and Chinese soldiers have been locked in a face-off in Doklam area in the Sikkim sector for over a month after Indian troops stopped the Chinese army from building a road in the disputed area. External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj has said in Rajya Sabha last week that all countries support India's stand on the Doklam issue. She said if China unilaterally changes its status quo of transaction point between India, China and Bhutan, it poses a challenge to India's security. Let's move on to the next news. Government plans to open up new post offices in 2017 as well as 18. Government will open 81 sub-post offices and 100 branch post offices during the current financial year under the Rural Business and Access to Postal Network scheme. Communication Minister Manoj Sinha said that this is in written reply in Lok Sabha today. He said it has also planned to open 66 branch post offices by creation of new posts in 32 worst affected left-wing extremism district in the country. Let's move on to the next news. Iran will respond in a kind to a US breach of nuclear deal, President Hassan Rouhani. So, Iran President Hassan Rouhani has said that his country would respond in a kind to any breach by the United States of the 2015 nuclear deal after the House of Representatives passed a new sanction bill. Mr. Rouhani said at the cabinet meeting today that if the US steps over part of agreement, he will do the same, and if they step over the entire deal, he will do the same too. The Iranian Parliament National Security and Foreign Affairs Committee said it would hold an extraordinary session on Saturday to discuss its response. So let us discuss the next news. Libya's opposing government commits to conditional ceasefire following talks in France. So let us talk about the Libya. Libya's opposing governments have committed to a conditional ceasefire following talks in France. UN-backed Prime Minister Fayez al-Sarraj and Khalifa Haftar, the rival military commander who controls the East, met in Paris yesterday in the presence of French President Emmanuel Macron and United Nations Special Envoy for Libya, Ghassan Salami, to end the conflict which has engulfed the country since 2011. So let us discuss the next news. 18th anniversary of Kargil Vijay Divas commemorate at the Daras War Memorial today. So, in Jammu and Kashmir, 18th anniversary of Kargil Vijay Divas was commemorated at the Daras War Memorial today. Lieutenant General D. Anbu, Northern Command, paid tribute to the martyrs and laid wreath at the memorial. Later speaking to media, Lieutenant General D. Anbu said Kargil-like situation will never be repeated in future, as the Indian Army is fully prepared for any such eventualities. He further added that the line of actual control (LAC) in the western Ladakh is disputed and is not demarcated, but yet the government is trying to resolve this issue at every level. Now let's move on to the next news. Cabinet approves revision of guidelines of sovereign gold bond scheme. So let us talk about the cabinet approval. The cabinet today approved the revision of guidelines of sovereign gold bond scheme with a view to achieve its intended objective. Specific changes have made in these attributes of a scheme to make it more attractive, mobilize finance as per the target, and reduce the economic strain caused by imports of gold and reduce the current account deficit. So let us move on next news. IMF lowered forecast for US UK economic growth this year. So the International Monetary Fund has lowered its forecast for US and UK economic growth this year, following weaker than expected activity in the first 3 months. The IMF says it now expected the UK to grow by 1.7% this year, compared with the 2% it was previously forecasting. It said the US will now grow 2.1% as against the 2.3% it was predicting in April. Its prediction that the global economy will grow by 3.5% in 2017 and 3.6% in 2018 is unchanged. Let us move on next news. Kelly Massey wins 100-meter backstroke world gold in record time. Kelly Massey of Canada stormed to women's 100-meter backstroke gold in the new world record time at the World Aquatics Championship in Budapest. So yesterday the 21-year-old clocked 58.10 second, 58.10 second, breaking Gemma Spofford's previous mark of 58.12 second from 2009 championship. Kathleen Baker of United States took silver at 0.48 second back, and while Emily Seebohm of Australia brushed up the coal to claim bronze 0.49 second behind. Let us talk about the next news. Vijay Goel meets Indian football team ahead of FIFA Under-19 World Cup. So, Sports Minister Vijay Goel today visited Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium to meet the practicing Indian football team for FIFA Under-17 World Cup to be held in India in October this year. Talking to media, Mr. Goel said team has been given a lot of exposure during its trip to different countries such as Spain, Portugal, Germany, Russia, Dubai as well as Brazil. Mr. Goel said currently the team is preparing for the four-nation tournament in Mexico next month. He said this will be a good opportunity for the Indian team to hone their skill further before the World Cup. Let's move on to the next news. Nitish Kumar resigned as a Bihar Chief Minister. Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar resigned from his post today, citing irreconcilable differences between LI RJD on the issue of corruption charges against his deputy Tejaswi Prasad Yadav. Talking to the reporters outside Raj Bhavan in Patna after submitting his resignation to Governor Kesari Nath Tripathi, Mr. Kumar said present circumstances compelled him to resign from his post. Now let's move on the next news. Collection of Statistics Amendment Bill 2017 passed in Rajya Sabha. The Collection of Statistics Bill 2017 has received Parliament approval with the Rajya Sabha adopting the measure today. The Lok Sabha has passed it earlier. Moving the bill, Minister of Statistics and Program Implementation Devi Sadanand Gowda said that the state of Jammu and Kashmir is an integral part of the country. We should have the statistical data pertaining to the state. The Collection of Statistics Amendment Bill 2017 aims at amending the Collection of Statistics Bill 2008, which facilitates the collection of statistics related to the social, economic, demographic, scientific, and environmental aspect by central, state, as well as local governments. Delhi court sent separatist leader Sabir Shah to 7-day ED custody in money laundering case. A Delhi High Court today sent Kashmiri separatist leader Sabir Shah to 7-day Enforcement Directorate custody in the connection with the decade-old money laundering case against him for alleged terror financing. Shah was arrested last night by the ED in Srinagar. The agency has issued a number of summons to Shah, but he did not depose before the Central Probe Agency. A non-violable warrant was issued earlier this month against him. So let us discuss about the next news. Finance Minister Arun Jaitley presented first batch of supplementary demands for grants 2017-18 in Lok Sabha. Finance Minister Arun Jaitley today introduced the first batch of supplementary demands for grants for 2017-18 in Lok Sabha and sought 11,166 crore rupees for gross additional expenditure, out of which net cash outgoing 10,647 crores rupees. Mr. Jaitley said that the additional grants in aid of 7,000 crore rupees are for payment of different royalties to the state government. So thank you so much. Have a nice day. Please subscribe my channel and post your queries below in comment section. Thank you so much.